now I'm on to the tree toppers. So in past years, I've used a windmill, a deer head, pine cones. This year, I'm going very generic. I'm going to be using a star. So I found this on Amazon. It's pretty light, so it's not gonna like jostle anywhere. But what I'm going to do is, I figured I would take this garland and kind of make like a swoop. And then I'm gonna be adding a bunch of other picks and everything to the tree as well. Now here's what happens whenever I get carried away with the picks. It gets very dark up here. So what I have is another strand of Christmas lights. This is a set of 20 lights. I also have these. I haven't used these in a long time. They are like the star lights. They got like the little light covers on them. Kind of fun. So I'm going to weave those in as well. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to work with my picks. Now this garland actually matches some of these branches that I have in the tree. So I think what I want to do is, now I should say I do the tree topper before I put any of my ornaments on the tree, because I'm going to be kind of violent here with this. I'm going to take this and swoop it down. And what I'm going to do is take it, and I'm choosing to go in this direction because this is how my ribbon is going to go. And as you can see, you kind of smash down these branches when you work on this, so. So there's my swoop. I think what I'm going to do next is actually add my star to this. So just so this is hid, I'm going to put the wire kind of towards the bottom here. And I'm just going to nestle it in here. I'm going to wire it to this garland because this is the easiest thing that I have to attach it to. Move some of these branches out of the way. Now, you might be wondering why my tree is so close to my ceiling. Well, I have an older house, so that is just how that goes. Okay, that star is not going anywhere. So now I'm just going to fill in with some other picks. I'm going to add in a few more of these, just to kind of balance this out a little bit. I'm going to push that down a little bit. It's scraping the ceiling. So see what I'm doing with these branches? See how they're kind of like that? If you take them and curve them, see how much body you get out of them? And I love the pine cones on there too. And the great part about doing this now is you can adjust it as you need to, because you don't have to worry about knocking any of your ornaments off the tree. So I'm just going to put one of these in the back as well. So I got to keep in mind that I have a spinner here, so I need to keep some room open on there. Okay, so now I think I want to try adding some of these in here. I may have to break these up because I don't know how chunky they're going to be. And I'm just bending them a little bit because if you go in the woods, they are not straight out like this. So let's try some of that in here. And honestly, like, don't be afraid to shove this stuff in there because everything can be readjusted. This star is going to move probably 10 times. So I'm just trying to add some different textures in, so I have a bunch of these different green pieces I can kind of bring in there. I also have some pine cones I can add into this. Okay, so now I want to add some ribbon to this. So this is the ribbon that I'm using for this Christmas season. It was the inspiration for this tree. It is a navy blue with a hunter green and just a little bit of red and gold. So I'm going to do kind of long tails on this just so I can cut them. I think I'm going to try out a 4-loop bow first. Just let the roll go to the floor. That works too. So this is going to be my accent ribbon that I use in all of the wreaths. Okay, that's a 4-loop bow. So I just want to like try that out right here. I think that's going to be perfect. So I have my piece of wire. Just secure that. Then I like to cut the tails at different lengths. So this one is about right here, so I'm probably going to cut this one about right there. Of course, it's going to be fishtail. You just fold it in half and cut towards the folded side. So I'm just going to take this and attach it to a branch inside the tree here. And we'll fluff it up after. I just kind of want to see the size comparison. So after you get it in here, you attach it to a branch as best as you can. And we're just gonna fluff this up a little bit. We can take these tails, just kind of go like that. Pretty. I think I'm going to add another bow back here though, just to kind of balance this out, and I might add another one of these green things up here. Okay, so after you get that, see how like all the light kind of disappeared here? That's where I'm going to run these lights through. I'm going to take them and run them up in here. Of course, I'm going to hide the cords after I maneuver everything. Okay, now let's see how these lights look in there. Alright, so that is the tree topper. I'm going to mess with this a little bit more and then I will show you the finished product. So as you can see, I added some berries to this. I changed the position of the ribbon. Now of course I will be adjusting this as I go. But this is just kind of a quick look at it. Added some ice twigs to this as well. So that is my tree topper. Now, why I start here also is because it kind of brings together everything that I'm going to be using in the rest of the tree. So I hope this portion of the video was helpful. Now let's move on to the next step.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.